Welcome back to the Lunch Break Gardener. So today I'm going to be digging up my onions, and as you can see the tops have gone over, and this is quite important because it says the bulb has gone into a dormancy. So I like all the tops to have gone over, and as you can see they go over roughly about 1 inch to 2 inches above the bulb. And that part of the stalk needs protecting, and that's why I don't pull my onions up by the stalk. What I do is I get a trowel and I go underneath. If we damage that 2 inches of stalk, this will allow pathogens to enter the bulb and bacteria to enter the bulb, and this will disrupt and ruin the drying or curing process and won't allow your bulb to be stored. It'd be fine if you wanted to eat the onion straight away and not cure it or store it for winter, but if you're looking to store, you really need to keep the integrity of that part of the stalk. So once they've all been dug up, check them for mould and make sure they're not rotting. As you can see, the soil is slightly damp, but I've had a really wet summer. So I had no choice but to dig them up. I've got a couple of days of sunshine, so I leave them out in the sun, turning them occasionally. I'll put them in a box and take them back out, but I'll bring them in at night and I'll bring them in whenever it rains. I do not want any dampness getting into my bulbs. So this year the weather has slightly hindered my drying process because it hasn't been that sunny and it hasn't been that dry. If you look at a lot of store onions, they're grown in Kent in the southeast of England, where they're guaranteed sunshine and dryness. So this initial drying process is making sure that the outer layers of the bulb are completely dry. This will help protect the curing process and the freshness of your onion during storage. So I'm going to try and get as many of these outer layers to turn brown in the sun. Ideally you would need about 40 to 50 degrees of short heat to turn these outer leaves brown, to stop the onions from becoming sunburnt, but I just don't have that, so I'm going to leave them out for a short while and get them as brown as I can without actually harming the outer skins. If I can't achieve that under the weather, the lighter brown white skinned onions will be eaten first. They won't be fit for storage. So the drying process is a quick process of drying the outer skin to seal the bulb, whereas the curing process reduces the heat that the bulb is subject to but still allows it to dry, and it allows it to dry most importantly at the neck of the bulb. So these are my bulbs after drying and curing. Some of them are fit for storage, some of them aren't, but they're all edible. So what I'm doing here is I'm just checking that they've got nice even brown skins. This one is slightly lighter here, but I think actually this one is fit for storage, and the neck is really nice and tight, so it is a sealed unit. So this one doesn't have as many brown layers, I would say, but again, I've stored onions like this for a while in the past and not worried about them. This one's slightly lighter, but again, all the necks are really nice and strong, which is what I'm focused on. That will stop the bulb from allowing pathogens to come in through the top. The only thing is, if you store these bulbs and the temperature rises, they will sweat through the skins, which is why you need a number of layers of brown skins to stop the fluid within the bulb leaking out through the bulb rather than the neck. And it's why onions are traditionally hung for storage. So this one would definitely be eaten within the next week or so. Same with this one. This one would be eaten as well quite soon. It's just not got enough layers. The drying process that they were subject to just wasn't good enough. But they're all good onions, all ready to eat or store. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time.